All right. Hi, everybody. I'm learning from last time, and I'm going to ask you guys if you can hear me this week. So give me a good, hey, we can hear you. Let me know in the chat box below. Can everybody hear me? Yay. All right, cool. That never works the first time, so we'll take that win. Awesome. Hi, everybody. My name is Cierra Runge, and welcome to Fitter and Faster Fuel. I hope you guys tried last week's recipe with the homemade granola and the parfaits. I have most recently made my most current batch was yesterday, and I can't get enough, so I'm obsessed. But this week, we're going to be making overnight oats, which is basically oatmeal that you make but you don't cook and you leave in the fridge overnight, and then it turns into oatmeal in the morning. So that's what we're making today. Roadmap for today. I want you guys to know that today, at the end of this online video, that there will be one lucky winner that I will choose from the chat box to win a Carbon Core FX racing suit by Arena. I'll show you a little picture. Guys, this is what it looks like for you. Ladies, this is for you. So stick around to the end of this episode, and you have a chance to win one of those, which is going to be awesome. Those suits are great. Give it a go, and stick around because A, we're making overnight oats, and you get to learn about nutrition and how to make it and all that good stuff, and you might get a suit. So, second thing is we're going to go through, we're going to make it. I'm going to show you the end product. We'll go through those comments and do some Q&A. Run through any questions you guys might have about the recipe, past recipes, the whole 9 yards. And then I will announce the winner, and that'll be it. So I want to go through, before we start, we're going to go through the nutrition of each kind of ingredient. I'm going to do 2 versions of overnight oats for you. I have my favorite, which is my small addiction of peanut butter and chocolate. So it's a peanut butter cup. Overnight oats, and then we're going to do a blueberry and banana version, which is very good as well. So I got my fruit lovers, my chocolate lovers, my peanut butter lovers. I will be sharing the recipe. It should be uploading, but I will work on that real quick right now. Give me 1 second and I'll upload it, and hopefully it'll upload by the end of it. But this is a really good recipe for everybody to work on. There you go. You can see my face and not just my shoulders. That everybody can do before All right, we're back, guys. I'm trying to get this file uploaded for you guys. So I will try to get that while we're working on this. And let's see if I can actually do it this time without cutting myself off. Can everybody still hear me? Is anybody there? Can everybody still hear me? All right, cool. Sorry, guys. I was trying to upload the file, and it took me to a different way, so I'm going to upload that right now. But what I was saying is that this is a really good recipe for everybody to work on the night before you want to eat it. So that's a key part of this whole recipe, is that it takes the whole night to work its magic and to soak up all the oats and all the liquid into the oats, and that's what makes it that oatmeal texture. So that's a key tip to this entire recipe. All right, guys, I'm sorry. I'm trying to upload it and it's not having it right now. It's kind of having a little conniption. So what I'll do is we're gonna start the recipe. I will work on it as we go. I'm so sorry, but you guys will get that. And if it's not uploaded, it'll go on Fitter and Faster Instagram page, and this will be up on fitterandfaster.com. You guys can find it. It's recorded, and you can find it. So we're going to start off with some of the nutrition, and go through that. So a lot of these ingredients, I want you guys to notice, again, it's like last week with the granola, is that it is very, very similar. A lot of them are similar to my other recipes, but you'll find a common theme in a lot of them because they're very good. They're very powerful. Got a lot of fuel in them. They're really nutritious. So, yeah, I want you guys to notice that thread, and here we go. So what we have in our main 2 overnight oats is we've got oatmeal, which you guys know is one of my favorite things. It's good protein, and it's got really good long-lasting carb, which means that your body breaks it down really slowly so that it gives you a really long time to break down that fuel. It provides your body with fuel for a very, very long time, which is good. That's what we want. Next thing is we've got some chia seeds. Chia seeds I have in my little bowl right here. They're good protein, good fiber, and they've got good omega-3s, which are good and healthy fats for you guys. Next thing, we've got berries and bananas. So berries are really good for you. They add color to your diet. Their berries and fruits are filling, which is good because we're hungry all the time. And they're anti-inflammatories. So they'll help you when you're sore and you're tired and your muscles hurt. These will help you if you got aches and pains. This will help kind of calm all that down. Bananas are another source of fuel. They've got good sugars. They're good carbs so that, again, they get in your system and fuel your system really long, which is great. We've got honey, which it keeps it sweet, and it's a fuel for your body because it's a sugar. What else we got? We're actually, one of my secret ingredients in this is my, I add quinoa to mine. So I have some cooked quinoa that we're going to add. You can't taste it, but it adds protein. It adds just filler. It adds a whole bunch of different things that are really helpful for fueling, for building and maintaining your muscles. And that's the main thing for quinoa, is building and maintaining your muscles after a hard practice, hard weightlifting session. It really helps fuel your body to repair, recover, replenish. Other things we have chocolate milk and milk, which are good protein and calcium for strong bones, which we all want. For my vegan friends, one of my recipes is the blueberry banana is going to use coconut milk. So that is a good alternative for you guys. And for the honey, if you guys are vegan as well, you can use maple syrup instead of the honey. But that is it, guys. And that's all the ingredients. That's all she wrote. And it is very, very easy to do. So let's go through and do what do you think? The chocolate peanut butter cup or the blueberry and banana first? What's everybody thinking? I'm personally feeling the banana and blueberry one because I like to hold off on my chocolate and peanut butter one for last, but that's totally up to you. What do you guys think? Blow up the chat box. Blueberry. All right, we got some blueberries. We got some chocolates. All right, let's start with our blueberry. All right, so what we're going to do is I'll turn you so you can see I'm a little station here. All right, so I've got a bowl, and what you guys need is, I put the tools on the PDF, but I like to do it in a bowl and then transfer it into something that can store it for a while in the fridge. So here's like a glass container, a plastic container. A mason jar works really well if you have those, but something that's airtight, and or you can put tin foil over a bowl, totally your call, but it just needs to sit in the fridge for the night. So just make sure you have that. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off, we have the oatmeal. So I have a half of cup of oatmeal in here. So this is our fuel, really good fuel. So a half a cup of our oatmeal. I have a half a cup, so equal parts of the coconut milk. I lied. So because I added the quinoa, you're gonna do 3/4 cup of coconut milk. So I have actually a half right here, but I forgot that extra fourth. So I'm gonna grab my coconut milk can, and I am going to measure out about another fourth, because sometimes you forget. About another fourth goes in there, and that goes in as well. And you really, I said on the ingredients, I said on the recipe sheet that you want to do your dry ingredients into your wet ingredients, but it's okay if you do it all in one. It doesn't matter. It's all going into your bowl anyway, and it's all going into one container, so it's not really that big of a deal. So next thing is we're going to add our vanilla, which is 1 teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla. And this just adds flavor, and I just love vanilla. It's like a vanilla and blueberry pancakes and all that good stuff. So our vanilla goes in, and then we're gonna do our honey. And this one has honey in it. And this is 1 tablespoon of honey, just because we need some sweetness. We get some from the berries and the bananas, but we need a little bit more from the honey, and it's a good fuel, is to have that little bit of sugar, that little bit of kick to get into your body. Excuse me. So honey goes in. I'm going to use one of my little rubber spatulas to get it all out, get all the goodness out. All right. And our chocolate peanut butter cup, we're not going to use any sweeteners because the chocolate milk in and of itself is sweet enough. So we don't need to worry about sweetening that. I used unsweetened coconut milk. So if you buy sweetened coconut milk, A, be careful about how much sugar is in it. B, it's good to just get the unsweetened one, because then you can add the amount of honey that you want to it. And honey is going to be more nutritious than just the white sugar that they might put in there. It's kind of what you can find. You can find that in your baking section at your grocery store. They have it in cans. You just crack a can open and use that. I'm using old-fashioned oats. I like to use old-fashioned or the quick oats, just because if you are using steel cut, it gets a little crunchy and a little weird on texture. So next I'm going to add about a half cup of my cooked quinoa. Make sure it's cooked, not raw, because if it's raw, you're going to have some crunchy overnight oats. So I'm going to do about a half cup into my mix. And this is kind of an added bonus, guys, nutritionally, because you get that extra protein in there for your body. And it doesn't add flavor to it, so you won't taste the quinoa, but it helps with the texture. It makes it more oatmeal-y, I guess. And it gets you that protein and that extra bit of nutrition in there for your body, so that your body can use it to repair and rebuild your muscles after a hard set or workout. And I like to do this after a practice, but you can totally do it before. Up to you on how your stomach does. I have a pretty weak stomach, so I don't like to eat anything that's mushy or wet before practice, but if you can handle that, go for it, because you got that fuel from the bananas, the fuel from the blueberries, you got your fuel from the honey, the oatmeal will get you a whole lot of fuel, and then you've got your quinoa that'll be in your system to help you repair and replenish those muscles. And you've got your chia seeds in there as well that are going to help with your omega-3s, the healthy fats, that is also fuel, helps with anti-inflammatories. Your blueberries also help with your anti-inflammatories. So in case you didn't notice, this is power-packed stuff for breakfast or snack, depending on what you guys are feeling. So I have in here now, I'm going to add my chia seeds. It's about a half teaspoon of chia seeds. And this will also help thicken it up as well, because when chia seeds get wet, they kind of bubble up. And it just adds a little bit of thickener to your overnight oats. All right. Last but not least, we're going to add our bananas. Mariah, it is okay if you don't use chia seeds. If you don't have them, it's not the end of the world. But I do like to have chia seeds around pretty much at all times. Trexler, yes, this is a great meat day breakfast. I think that this is really easy to make, really easy to store. You can make a couple before you go to your meet and bring it and put it in a refrigerator and have it pretty much every morning if you wanted to. And I got my banana chunks. I like mine chunky. So you just cut them to how you like it. If you want to mush them, you can mush them and put them in. You're going to get it no matter what. And this just adds a little bit of, chunk to your oatmeal along with your blueberries. So I'm going to add a solid handful to mine. So I don't necessarily like to measure my fruits. I just go by eye on how much you like, what you're feeling. If you really like blueberries, go for it. If you don't, maybe do a little bit less. You can also substitute your blueberries for something like raspberries or blackberries, depending on what you really like. I'm going to add a little bit more just because I like blueberries. All right. So just give that a mix. Try not to smash your blueberries because then you'll get kind of a weird color in your mix. So just try to be gentle. It's called folding it in. So you take your spatula and you bring it around the side, scoop from the bottom, and lift and fold it over top. So scoop, lift, fold. And as you can see, it's a pretty wet mixture. And what'll happen is all the liquid goes into the oats. It sucks up into the oats. And then it's nice and creamy and soft and tasty. It's like oatmeal, but it's cold. So, and it's really easy to travel with. Like if you just grab it from the fridge, jump in the car and eat it on the way to practice. If your parents are picking you up, you can, they can grab it and bring it to you post practice. Because you guys want to make sure that you're getting a lot of your food quickly after practice, because that's when your body needs it the most. Esther, you can use strawberries. That is another great option. You can do that. You can do a strawberries and cream version and do the bananas and strawberry and the coconut milk, and that'll taste amazing. And I included a base for you guys on the recipe card as well that will allow you to have the base, and then you can add the fixings that you would like to that. So I have this all mixed together, nice and incorporated, and I'm going to put that in my airtight container. And that's the cool part about this recipe, guys, is that it takes maybe 5 minutes, and then you chuck it in the fridge, not the freezer, that would be weird. You chuck it in the fridge, it sits overnight, you grab it in the morning, and you roll out the door. Or you roll in the door and grab it, whichever one you're having it for. And again, meat days, this is great. Pretty much everything else, this is great. It's a good snack, it's a good breakfast, good everything. So I'm going to pop this in the fridge, and that's going to sit all the way overnight. That's a really tiny bowl for that one because I'm making a lot of my chocolate peanut butter cup. All right, new deal, chocolate peanut butter cup. If you are allergic to peanuts or don't like peanut butter, sun butter is a great option. It's allergy free and it has that same nutty taste. But the other alternatives are almond butter, cashew butter, that whole deal. All right, and this one has even less ingredients than the one before, which is helpful. It's got 4 ingredients. 1, 2, 3, 4. And is just as good and is good for you as well. Oh, 5 if you include the quinoa. So my chocolate peanut butter cup, overnight oats. 1/2 cup of your oatmeal. Put that on in. You're going to have your 3/4 cup of chocolate milk. So that's going in. So good, guys. I'm so excited. I made a batch of this the other morning, and it was very good. Next, I have about a tablespoon of peanut butter. And I like the whole like Reese's kind of taste, so I'm doing peanut butter in mine. Again, you can change the nut butter, but nut butters are good for protein, anti-inflammatory again, which is helpful for your working muscles, your tired body. It helps soothe all those sore, achy muscles and helps bring the inflammation down. And it's a good, healthy source of our fats again. Along with our chia seeds. So I'm going to try to get all of my peanut butter off. Yeah. Pick up a spoon, and now I'm going to have peanut butter mouth. Nice. Didn't do that one through, did I? All right. We're going to add the rest of our quinoa. So when I made quinoa, everybody, you want to do 1 cup to a half a cup of quinoa, or you want to do 2 cups to 1 cup of quinoa, but this is a lot of quinoa for just a half a cup. So I'm going to do a 1/4 cup of my quinoa, which is actually a little bit more, but that's okay. I'm going to add all that in. Yeah, that's a lot of quinoa for a half a cup, am I right? But it's kind of like rice when you make it. You're going to put your pan on with cold water in it. You're going to turn your stove on high, add the quinoa into the water, bring it to a boil, and then reduce it to a simmer. So you're going to crank up the heat and take down the heat a little bit. All right. So we're going to mix it all together. Mix it all together. A little bit of Hannah Montana for you guys. You're welcome. You're welcome. So mix it all together. Nice. Nice. And you guys can see how it's turning into that oatmeal-y, kind of loose, wet oatmeal consistency. And then I'm going to add my chia seeds right on in. Again, we're not going to use extra sweetener in this because it's got enough peanut butter in it. And chocolate milk is already the sweetener in it. So throw this all together in your bowl. Give it a good old mix, and you guys can add dark chocolate chips to this because they won't melt. And if you guys don't have quinoa, I highly encourage you guys to have the quinoa in your house because it is good nutritional value to you guys. It's good protein, and I like it as a rice substitute. But this is just adding it to the oatmeal and making it even more powerful and healthy for you guys and fueling for you guys, which is the goal of this course and segment and episodes. All right, so this is all mixed together. Whoop. And so again, the liquid and the milk is going to go into the oats, soak into them, and get all together. And for those of you asking about the quinoa substitution, you can take out the quinoa and just add a 4th cup of oats. And you'll just have it more oatmeal, and it'll be more oatmeal-like. And you won't have the quinoa in it, which is fine, but it's better with the quinoa, I think. So we got this all mixed together. You guys can add dark chocolate chips, like I said. That adds a little bit of caffeine, which will help you guys, feel energized. And then you'll have the caffeine plus the fuel plus all that good stuff hitting you when you need it the most. So I have an open container for this one. And I'll show you guys, just put some saran wrap over top. I'm going to spoon it in because it's a little precarious. Yep, it's going to go all over the counter as it should because it's a cooking show. You're going to spoon it into your container. And this one, I'm just showing you how it looks if you guys just have an open container. Say you don't have a closed container. Ooh, it smells like a peanut butter. It just smells like a peanut butter cup. That's so good. I'm so excited. All right. So here we go. We've got this all settled in our container. We're going to take some plastic wrap and just put that over top like a lid. Just stick it on over. If your plastic wrap doesn't stay, another thing you can do is you can use tin foil or just put plastic wrap, stick a rubber band on top, and then you're good to go. So those are my 2 overnight oats. I'm going to stick this one in the fridge real quick. And through our TV magic, I have one ready for you guys to taste. And of course, it's the chocolate peanut butter one because I like chocolate and peanut butter. So this, guys, is one that I made last night, and I really had to fight very hard with myself not to eat it before I showed you guys. So as you can see, it's firm now. And this one I put a lot of chia seeds in because I got really excited about it and just dumped chia seeds in. And so it kind of like congealed, but that's okay because it's chia seeds. But you guys can see how it's now firm. Yours will probably be a little looser because I have a lot of chia seeds in this one, but that's okay. So this is what we're looking at right here, right? Oatmeal. It's so good. And it's like eating cookie dough. And I like it so much. That's so good. Because you got the chocolate milk with the oatmeal. All the oats got soaked with the milk and the chocolate milk. So it's just got that peanut butter, that chocolate. It tastes kind of like a dessert, but you're eating it for breakfast and you're getting all that good fuel from it. So, highly recommend that you guys try this. Ooh, look at that. There's a peanut butter surprise in there. Give it a go. It's got all the fuel you guys will need for pre-practice, pre-meet, post-practice, post-meet, or a snack. It's really good, guys. The chia seeds give it a little pop. The quinoa you can't even taste, but it adds that extra bit of protein for you guys. So good. So good. All right. Next order of business. Q&A. So does anybody have any questions for... I'm going to keep eating this because it's just so good. Do you guys have any questions for me? Greta, you can use normal milk and you can just make a peanut butter version because you won't have that chocolate. Or if you have cocoa powder, you use normal milk with a little bit of cocoa powder, but then you're going to want to add some honey or some maple syrup to it because then the sweetness, you don't want it to be overly bitter. Yes, the recipe. I will get that to you guys right now. Thank you for reminding me. I appreciate that. Let's see if I can do it without losing you guys. While I'm doing this, what are some other questions that I can ask for you guys or answer for you guys? All right, hold on. Let me see. Let me get it. All right, it should be uploading right now, and hopefully you guys can see it. Kirsten, you guys can keep this in your fridge for, I'd say about 4 to 5 days. I wouldn't go any longer than that. Evan, you can add apples. A good version of that is use the base that I gave to you guys on the recipe card. And then you would add apples and maybe some cinnamon to it. And then you could have like an apple pie version. That would be really good. Michaela, that's awesome. I'm so glad you're making the ice cream. Maria, some other add-ins is you could do apples and cinnamon. You can do the coconut milk with, if you leave out the peanut butter and the chocolate milk, you can add in some dark chocolate chips, and that might taste like some chocolate chip cookie dough. So that's an option. You could do cranberries with just the neutral base with some dried cranberries in there. Sydney, I like to keep it in overnight just because it takes a little while. You just want to make sure that the oats soak up all of the moisture and all the milk and the liquid in here, or else you're going to have super crunchy oats. Trexler, you can use regular peanut butter. I like to use all natural just because it doesn't have all the added sugar in it. And so just make sure you're aware of that. Esther, I come up with a lot of my recipes. I like to just do what I like to do at home. I like to experiment a lot with what I eat and add some variety in what I like to eat before and after practices and meets. I will double check on that file. All right, it's looking like it might be struggling, guys. What will happen is it will go up on Fitter and Faster, their Instagram page, and I will put it up on my Instagram page as well. And if you don't have Instagram, you should be able to Google Cierra Runge or Fitter and Faster, and posts should come up because it's not looking like it's going to finish uploading. I don't know why, but I will do that for you guys. Matthew, you can find them online on fitterandfaster.com. They have a section. If you type in Fitter and Faster Fuel, it should pop up, and you should be able to see all of my past recipes that we've worked on. Sydney, this is about 1 serving. So every recipe that I put up, and the ones that I just did, is 1 serving for this overnight oatmeal. So that being said, let's get to the suit draw. So everybody start spamming the comments, and I'm going to pick a winner for the Arena Carbon Core FX. So let me choose. All right. You guys are spamming so fast. All right. I gotta wait for it to slow down a bit because you guys are speedy. All right. Man, you guys are good at this. Oh, ready. I can't even read it. You guys are going so fast. How are you so good at this? All right. Let's see what I can see. We're gonna go. You guys are going nuts. I can't even see. Hold on. All right. We're gonna go. As soon as you guys stop long enough that I can actually see it, you guys just go nuts. Again, you guys are too funny. All right. Goodness gracious, you guys. All right. Let us do. All right, everybody time out. I'm going to pick from, if you've already commented, I'm going to pick from whoever commented already. Let's go with Evan Chang. Evan, you are the lucky winner of the Carbon Core FX Racing Suit by Arena. Congratulations. And thank you guys very much for tuning into Fitter and Faster Fuel. My name is Cierra Runge, and I'll see you guys next week.